I just want to take a second to say thanks to all my channel members. Your support is greatly appreciated. And stay tuned. I hope you stick around because 2026 is going to be an awesome one. I really feel it in my bones, guys. Thanks a lot. Morning guys, September 2nd. Still heading home. I'm here in Oshawa at Julie's house. And yeah, I just received a message from my friend Dave that I left my rain jacket at his house. So bonehead maneuver because I might need it in the coming days. So anyways, there could be worse things that happen in life. So just gonna get out on the road. Looks like another great day for riding along the Toronto Waterfront. So we've done it before, but it's a pretty nice day of riding. So there's Julie, one of the many good friends that I've met through this wonderful cycling world we live in. So thanks Julie for another great stay.
You're welcome. Glad you could make it.
We'll have to do a biking adventure in the future though, for sure.
For sure.
Because those are the best things, right? So anyways guys, let's get rolling. All right guys, on the road. I'm pretty pissed off about leaving my rain jacket behind. That's a pretty serious mistake. I don't just use it for rain, I use it to keep warm sometimes too. So super pissed. At least I left it at Dave's house. I can get it back. It's a very expensive rain jacket. I think we turn right. All right guys, on the Waterfront Trail. Very quick from Julie's house. We got a Cooper's hawk over here doing some low-level hunting. There he is. I think he's gonna come back this way. What a gorgeous day. This is all new from last year, repaved and widened actually. Yeah, this is all new. This bridge was all redone and everything. I think this is what the section Julie was telling me about in Whitby. Oh yeah, nice. So this was all wood before and it was closed because it was falling apart. Excellent. This could still be slippery when it's wet, but this will last for decades and decades. Got to be careful. Very nice. Chippy, watch it. So are you gonna move or are you just gonna stay there? All right, I had to come away from the water a bit here to get around this river that runs in from Lake Ontario. So nice swampland here. I remember this. Extends way the heck back there. See it better over here. This is what you see on the other side. Same thing on the other side of the highway. Pretty sweet. All right, water to the left. We're just driving by some mansions and stuff. Pretty quiet. It's Tuesday after Labor Day weekend. People are back to work and school. Oh man, it did say no exit, but it almost looks like there's a bike path right there. Yep. I thought so. It's what it looked like on Google Earth. excrement. Ah, no. Darn it. I was hoping this would take us along. It doesn't, though. Unless I'm going to take a look down here. I'll take you guys with me. Pretty sure we're going to have to go back, though. But nice view. Not right this second, but now it is. Yeah, no. This is just a little path down to the water. Yeah, might as well take a look, like I said. Ooh. Oh man, there's been some heavy algae from that really hot weather we had. It smells terrible down here, like really bad. You can kind of see it there. Well, not kind of. Yeah, pretty disgusting. You would not want to swim in this water at all. Some cleaner water running down here, but whew, I'm gonna go find a place to pee where it won't go into the water, and we're gonna be on our way. But still beautiful spot. That's just part of the nature. Looks like a pelican over there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll investigate. I don't need to go over there. I can see now that they're swans. Actually, they just had their heads tucked in under their wing, taking a little siesta. Yeah, that's some pretty nasty smelling stuff. All right, there's the bicicleta. All right, up and around. Took a break here once, just off to the right here. There's a little war memorial thing. Cool spot here. Smells a lot better. Too many people out and about to take chances on these tight corners. And there we go. Love those sections. All right, we're in Pickering. Could go for another coffee. Might stop and see if there's a Timmy's not far off the trail. Squirrel. Hey, buddy. Watch out, little guy. I like squirrels. All right, that's Ontario Power to our left. So a lot of power generation going on right around us right now. Of course, we're still along Lake Ontario, just on the other side of that monstrosity. Hopefully the trail doesn't end here. Oh, no, it doesn't. Good, 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 good. But I know where we're headed. Might have to do some beach combing here. Yeah, we do. Nice spot though. Not a great day on the beach unless the algae is different here. Let's have a look. Looks, oh yeah, it looks way better. Water looks nice and clean. Crisp and clean. No caffeine. Views for days. Try not to get in the way of these guys' photos here. Let's see if there's a Timmy's around, guys. Need to get actually, I think we turn right here if we want to avoid going on the beach. Ice unsafe. Oh, be really shocked if I saw ice. Okay guys, just at the waterfront in Pickering, we're gonna have to go up to get in around a little inlet that's off to our right here. And there is a Tim Hortons that's right on that way, so that works out good. Third coffee, and yeah, get maybe a bite to eat. So looking good, looking good. I think the mayor of Pickering is right down over there somewhere, I believe. I don't know, whoever it is, they were doing a video shoot and talking about the growth of Pickering. So there you have it. Maybe I'll be in it. Probably will be, actually. Maybe I'll have to look for it. All right, guys, let's go up to the Timmy's and get caffeinated. Jumping back on the Great Lakes Waterfront Trail. Kind of have myself in a situation where I have to go to the park because there's nowhere to camp. I mean, I suppose you could camp somewhere like here at nighttime, probably with very few issues, but there's also a suburb right beside us on the right. This wouldn't be the best, but you know. I do remember this. These are strictly to slow cyclists down, I'm pretty certain, and keep motorists off, like ATVs. Not that there's probably a heavy ATV presence in this area. Cool breeze coming off that water, which is nice. Alright, some more zigzagging. I don't mind. It keeps the trail safe for pedestrians and cyclists. Down here though. I do remember this wacky section, of course. It's by that I mean cool. People coming up on the reverse here. That noise was the Via Rail train. All right, little sand here on the beach. I'm going to stop right up here and take a little break somewhere.
You're still a dude doing your thing.
East Point Park. I've been here before, but at the time it was not a connected road through, so I'm gonna have to see. Looks like they have. This was all like a beach right here at one time. Excellent riding paths though, my goodness. If you live in Toronto area and you can get to the bike paths easily along the waterfront, man, you could get a full day in for sure. All right, this is part of the Trans-Canada Trail and the Great Lakes Waterfront Trail for cyclists and pedestrians, so we're on it, a little single track. Train, via train going by on the right. I remember this clearly. It's kind of hard, easy to remember very specific sections like this. And it's very slow because of the wood chips. Looks like they put some newer ones down. Hello. There was an outhouse. Because it's a weekday and school's back in, this is very calm, so I'll have to go. Julie picked me up before when I tried to go straight down Bloor Street one time to get to her house on a trip up, so memories. All right guys, this is Scarborough, all part of the GTA. Really no way to even tell the difference. It's all one big massive humanity. Okay guys, one thing I'll recommend when you're in this kind of area in the GTA, kind of follow what Google says. You look on Google and it looks like, oh, if I go right under the water I'll be able to go along it, but then you run into stuff like this. Looks like if I drop down I could walk all the way along the beach, but I just don't really feel like walking. That's why I brought a bike. So anyways, I'm gonna shoot back up and look for Silver Birch Ave and then head down to the water, so let's do it. Do you remember this area? Alright guys, I don't know if I turned the camera on once, but I had some fun chasing this guy on a Cervelo for about 20 to 25k. I wasn't trying to pass him, using him for motivation. But then we got to a spot where I wasn't sure if I was supposed to keep going in the same direction he was, so ultimately had to stop. And we were going in that direction, but whatever. Probably best that I didn't keep trying to keep that pace up. Plane coming in. They're coming into that Tommy Thompson airport, which is on an island in Toronto. I'm guessing. They're headed that way. Alright guys, I'm gonna check this out. I don't like where I'm headed here, so it's kind of intimidating. Let's have a look. Alright guys, this is the way. All this construction on our left, I think, is creating a problem. Because I think you used to be able to turn down that trail back there to the left. But there's obviously major condos and shit being built here now. A little concerned. Can I go this way, please? No. Damn it. So yeah, these... We're gonna end up in downtown Toronto. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want that. Shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna make sure I can get through here and do all my stuff. I know there was a better way than this, but like I said, Toronto's constantly being built up, so Google needs to be more on top of it than that, though. That construction just didn't start a week ago or something. I've been through this way before, though. It's gonna suck. Boy, oh boy. Alright guys, in downtown Toronto, as you can see, we're in the concrete jungle. Big ship pulled into harbor here, unloading, loading, whatever they're doing, so pretty cool. I'm just working my way along the water. I put the phone away. I'm not gonna try to listen. It's too hard to just try and go by Google. I know that I gotta work along the water here. I'm not going downtown, right downtown obviously. So anyways, let's keep doing this. Alright guys, just stopped off for another break. Frequent breaks today, mainly because I got a little turned around a time or two, but no big deal. I have all day to get to the Bronte Provincial Park. And I mentioned the Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport before, and that's her right there. That's an island right there. And that is the ferry that takes you to and from. So kind of cool. Never flown out of there, but you can go way out to the point there and check things out. We're not going to do that today, but we will see some things along the way, of course. All right, let's keep going. Found a really nice shady spot here, though. That's where the ferry pulls in right there. And yeah, really good spot here to just take a break and relax. So going to continue on the way to Bronte. think we're in Mississauga, guys. Again, GTA. It's a nice little spot. Pedestrian's path is closed. Of course it is. Let's have a look. Looks open to me. Must have been an old sign. Alright guys, I hope I haven't gotten myself lost or something, but I've never been on this trail before. River to the left. Some waterfalls. I'm gonna have to stop just to make sure I'm not working my way into a wormhole here. Find a good spot. All right guys, yeah, so I finally did it. I was just cruising along, enjoying the trail a little too much, and I knew I'd never been down it, so I just stopped and checked. Got to go back 1.2 kilometers and take a right, get back on the right trajectory here. So let's do it. This is the Etipecoke Creek, and we're in Etipecoke area of the GTA. So, all right guys, let's get back at her. Here's where I messed up, guys. I just kept going straight. I should have turned left here, as these signs indicate. All right, now we're golden. Okay guys, we're in Mississauga. Just getting out of it, I think, in a bit. 21K to the campground that I picked, Bronte Park. So good stuff. See where we get to tomorrow once where we're going to try to get to tomorrow once I get to the campground. All right, guys, apparently there's no other way to get there than this Ford Drive, and it's a very busy area and road. I'm hoping for a bike lane. It's looking like maybe. So far, so good. All right, let's do this. Only about 11K. I'm gonna stop at a Harvey's, I think, and get myself a couple burgers. Doesn't seem to be at Timmy's. I usually grab a turkey club. No lettuce or tomato. It seems to keep well, but no luck. We're just in Oakville now, which is the park's between Oakville and Brampton, I believe it is, or Brantford. Or, yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. Put it on the screen. Crossing over this river here. Can't remember which river it is. I will find out. But yeah, good views into the valley there. Good stuff. Not far from camp now. Looking forward to just getting there and getting set up. Nothing exciting about the camp, to be honest with you, but just a place to sleep, really. There it is, guys, another one in the books. Another day. That's the park. Stayed here last year on the way home too. Get the obligatory pics at the sign. Bronte Creek Campground. Alright guys, we're here. No one's at the gate because it's 6:30. Thought we'd get here about 6:30, so spot on. I'm gonna try and get a campsite right by the bathroom. I can't imagine it's too busy. It's Tuesday after Labor Day weekend. These are new. These yurts are brand new. Never seen them before. Wonder how much they are. Okay guys, as you know, we made it to Bronte Creek Provincial Park, and here's the site. It's a huge site. You can pull an RV in here, obviously, hydro. And I just reserved it online. I was gonna try to stealth camp it. But there's actually more people. I didn't expect anybody to be here. Last time I was here, there was not one single person that I could see in the campground camping. So, but I see several RVs. There is the monarch migrations and stuff like that happening. But there's also people that realize that kids went back to school and everybody's at work. So this is actually a good time to come to provincial parks if you're not working. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get set up and then we'll talk, and I'll say goodnight and we'll do all that stuff. So cheers. Okay guys, camp set up, camp clothes on, all that stuff. Yeah, I got the system down pretty good, so it doesn't take long to get everything set up. So it looks like it's going to be a nice night, not too cold, but cool enough to keep some warm stuff on, like the merino wool pants and stuff like that. So yurts over there, they're 150 a night and a minimum 2-night stay, but you can put up to 6 people in there. So if you were splitting, still more than the authentics. Doesn't really make much sense unless those prices went up too. So anyways, a good day of riding, guys. Let's go take a look. I didn't stop my Garmin either. Let's do that. 123.10, a couple thousand feet of climbing and all that good stuff. So anyways, guys, another great day of riding. Rode all the way through Toronto on the waterfront. It is a pretty good ride if you're going to do it, from Oshawa especially. It is a full day ride of over 100 kilometers to the Bronte Creek Provincial Park, but it is a good ride. So anyways, guys, the ride home continues, and tomorrow we'll see where we get to. So thanks for following along, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers.